So I have this mix, and it has Fa La La, original, not the release. I did this last November. Holiday Delight, which I don't think we'll be using. Let Your Light Shine over Lightyear, and Got Caroled Away over Spotlight, which this has Got Caroled Away. It was like one of those accident packs. And I do have my warming mat on. My speaker is not, my mic is not pointed towards me. There we go. Have you guys been doing okay with the sound? I think it's been better. I'm having a really hard time seeing what I'm doing here. My husband is supposed to be reformatting one of the laptops that he salvaged that's newer than the one that I have. So hopefully I will I've noticed when I am watching the video to edit it that it's sometimes blurry. So I'm hoping it's not blurry to you guys, but I'm wondering, it's supposed to be 1080p. Like my camera is 1080p. So it shouldn't be blurry. Probably didn't need to go up that high because I'm going to put an overlay on it, but and I keep these in, because they're sealed in Mylar, I don't put them in my freezer. I keep them in a binder. Oh, I threw that away for some reason. That's not what I meant to do. In my closet, actually, with all my other Color Street sets. Even though they're technically partials, because they're in Mylar, I don't feel the need to freeze them, and I've used mixes from like 2 years, and they've been just fine. So this is so pretty. This is in the BOGO sale, but it sold out really fast. People were mad. They were like, "You've been sitting on that set?" And then it sold out in like 20 minutes. So apparently they didn't have very much of it. But it's so, so pretty. It's so stunning. I'll probably blind myself driving in the car with that, but anyway, sometimes I don't put my videos up in the order that I record them, because sometimes there's a holiday or something, or I wear something that's not as holiday-y as I would have. I don't know. That probably doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know if you'll see it before this one or not, but I did like a purple flower one. And it looks wintry, but I recorded it in November. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't see it until December, which of course you'll see this in December. It is Black Friday when I'm recording this right now. So, if that matters to anyone, come on, go in. So, I won't be really using any of the Christmas stuff except for the Fa La La. And I just round this weird strip that, for whatever reason, they do like a flare. Because my fingers are not shaped that way. Like this one kind of is, but not up here. It's like down here where it flares out. So. But we had a pretty good Thanksgiving. We were supposed to start at like eating at 1, or at least have everybody here by 1. And people didn't show up until like 2:15 because they were running late because they had kitchen disasters. So we were ready. I mean, we were ready closer to 1:30 because we kept delaying putting in like things. Like we just got a rotisserie chicken because I wasn't going to cook a turkey for just me and my husband. Like that's silly. So we just get a rotisserie chicken because my in-laws are vegan, so they're not going to eat it. My husband's cousin came and she's vegan. Her husband is not, but he did not come. So, and we had leftovers. I ate that for lunch today and we still have leftovers. So, I thought, yeah, rotisserie chicken, I think they're like $6 or something. And I didn't have to cook it. I just put it in the oven and, whoops, and heated it back up. I had it in the fridge for 2 days. I was like, that's easy enough. So it was pretty good. Our blueberry crumble, we had to substitute almond flour for the cassava flour, so, which is a lot wetter. And it wound up having to be like more of a crust than our crumble, but it was fine. We figured out a way to make gluten-free vegan sugar cookies that way. So we need to make them a little bit thicker. The crust probably would have been better a little bit thicker too, but it was an experiment and now we know. So we basically had blueberry pie because I didn't feel like peeling and cutting up 12 apples. Even though I love apple pie, I was just like, let's do this blueberry thing because it's easier. We did do mashed potatoes from scratch, and we used coconut oil and almond milk instead of butter and milk because I can't have that. And neither can my in-laws. Oh, and then we did a gravy, a mushroom gravy, and we blended it, and it was really good blended. Like, it was good before we blended it, but maybe I didn't need to stretch it that much. But yeah, I just found a mushroom gravy recipe because all of the gravy stuff that I saw like at Walmart or whatever contained milk or whey or some kind of milk or butter or something, which will make my father-in-law very sick, and it will make me very sick. So my mother-in-law is vegan by choice, but my father-in-law's dairy-free because it makes him sick. And then the no meat thing, I think, is just that's just a choice they made. Like, I don't think that if they ate meat, it would make them sick, although it might now because they haven't eaten it for so long. They probably don't have the enzymes to digest it. I'm not sure how that works, but I know that I had a friend that was vegetarian. And on Thanksgiving one year, and she's been vegetarian for like 2 or 3 years, she ate some turkey because her mom thinks that that's silly that she's vegetarian, and it made her really sick. She was like, I won't be doing that again. So, I don't know. I've eaten meat all my life. My husband was vegan. He ate meat, and then when he was 12 or 11 or 10 or somewhere in there, when his mom decided to be vegan, then of course he was vegan. But he would eat meat like at his friend's house or when he ate out or whatever, if his mom wasn't there. But it was so funny because when I first met him, like he didn't know he would eat meat, but he didn't know how to cook it. So that was interesting. But I taught him how to cook it, and now he cooks really good steak, like on the grill. It's better than I probably could. Okay, so now we're gonna do this one. I wanted to look at this, but I don't think there's, because I was like, I wonder if I could somehow put that somewhere, but it's all like squiggly. See, and I don't think, I mean, I might be able to cut out like a portion of it. I don't know, we'll see. I might just give that to someone. Let's see here. That is, I think the 3-strip. I don't know. I feel like the 4-packs have weird sizes. Like the sizes don't really make sense to me. So, for whatever that's worth. This is lighter than that, but I'm hoping it will be fine. I don't know if I've actually worn this one yet. Isn't it pretty? This was one of the anniversary sets, but it was a long time ago. Probably should have measured that before I did that and made sure that that would go. They're really short right now, though. I had some accidents with my previous manicure, and they chipped not necessarily that one, but I had like 2 nails chipped, so I just decided, well, so I just made them all the same. Although I guess that one's shorter still than that one. This nail bed though is like way longer for some reason. So I can't really cut that any shorter. Okay, that was weird. That should have come off of there. Come on. I think that looks okay. It's just quite a bit lighter. My fan comes on at 8 or 9:45. It's on a timer because I sleep with the fan on. It's like white noise, right? But also I kind of like the air movement. It's a little bit sheer. I do have a base coat. I try to always wear a base coat to protect my nail from the adhesive layer. If anybody tells you that Color Street does not have an adhesive layer, they are lying to you. It doesn't really matter what you put down. Just something that's gonna do something for your nail. So like a strengthener or a moisturizer or something like that. So I've been using this one. And I'm testing it for her, and I'm pretty sure that in the spring she will sell it, probably for like $5 to $8 a bottle. I'm not sure. I was using this. Oh crap, that was oil. I have my oil over here, see? But I get it everywhere when I use it. I have like 85 of these in the corner of my desk because I take them out of the boxes when I mix them. So, I mean, you can even just put like a top coat down first, but you should put something down because it protects your nail from the adhesive. So like when you go to take off your Color Street and you're like, what is all this booger stuff? It's adhesive. And people will tell you there's no glue and there's no adhesive, but there is, because how else would it stick to your finger? Like there's an adhesive layer. I'm so glad these are the right direction too. They're not upside down to me. Which one is shorter? This one is shorter. So this is basically just like printed on clear as day, right? Like that's... a friend of mine is coming over tomorrow and she's a musician. She's going to be jealous of my nails. I have one more in Stacy's group. She's doing this like color. I'm not exactly sure what to call it. But she put a picture up. Wow, that just wrinkled all over the place. Why did she wrinkle? Maybe it's an optical illusion. I don't know. It's hard to see. That's okay though. Can you see it? Maybe I put it over here in the shadow. So otherwise I feel like it just reflects. Come on. There we go. And it was music or feathers. And I was going to wear my feathers. I have this really old set that I put with a few other strips, but I wasn't really into the way that I put them together today. So even though I was like, yes, the last time I was like, I couldn't figure out what finger I would put on, which strip I would put on which finger. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just wait and save that for another day. It's like the peacock set, and I can't remember the name of it right now. So, oh well. Come off. It's really sticky. See? This is the original one. I don't, well, actually on my thumbs it's probably okay. But do you see how it looks like that right there? That's gonna stick to this. So I need to be careful taking it off. So the new one that they re-released, I'm not sure why they couldn't make it thicker, but they apparently made it much thinner. And it's very sheer, like way more sheer than this. So this one, I feel like you can kind of see that. Let's use black. But it's not as sheer as the new one is like really sheer. Like I think somebody screwed up or they didn't have one to look at before or something. It's like you need to put a base down first, sheer. Or you can change the color slightly, I guess, and put something else underneath of it. And this is what I would consider an old school glitter. So it already has some hollow glitter. I can see it now. I didn't think it did, but it does. It's not like a flat silver. So I was wondering if I needed to put some hollow, but I don't think I do. It's pretty subtle, but you can still kind of see it. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then this one, I wonder if there's a way to get the notes without getting that on there. I don't think there is. Let's see. So it's gonna look really weird. I don't think there's a way to like cut that off. Let me see if I can find my template. Because if I did this, I would be short quite a bit. That's pretty short too. I don't think that's as short though. As if I were to cut this off. Maybe it is. There's a perforation. That's upside down. I think I'm going to try to do it that way. And hope that I see how sticky that was? I tore some of it off right there. You have to be really careful once you stretch it because you can rip it easily. See, I could have gotten it over the other side a little bit better. But see, you can still see that right there, but hopefully it looks like just part of the thing. Sorry. My alarm was set for the Black Friday color play. And I'm kind of disappointed because they only had like the really old ones for $5. But, and I'm sure they'll fix this. They still had the buy 3 get 1 free. So it was like $3.75 a set by the time you got done with it. You know what I just realized? It's going to be like that. That's annoying. Dang it. Why don't I think of these things? Oh, well. If it bugs me, I'll just take them off sooner than... kind of figured I would wear it for a little bit longer than normal, but we'll see if it bugs me. Okay, we're just gonna so sometimes when you cut off just the tiniest bit like that, and these are the large thumbs anyway, so I would have to take off some of it anyway. It makes it a lot easier to get that off. I feel like maybe I have that over my... Because I was hoping to get like some of the more of the overlay type stuff. But the only one they had was Static Bliss. I feel like all of the sets they had up there were from like 2024. Nothing from this year for some reason. Definitely not any of the stuff they keep selling out, which I guess would make sense, right? Because why would they give that to us cheaper? That was my skin. This is all like old inventory, right? But I don't even think some of it was in the Color Play anyway. Like some of it wasn't like Rose Rush, and I don't know, some of it I think was like not in there when I looked yesterday. Because I looked because I wanted to kind of plan it out because I'm going to be in black and white mode because otherwise I won't be able to sleep. Because it messes up my circadian rhythm and I already take melatonin to sleep, so there we go. So I had a list, I had taken screenshots so I could remember what I wanted, and I got the BOGO sets that I was going to get, but I didn't get all the Color Play sets because most of them weren't even in there. I'll tell you guys here in a minute what I'm talking about. Now, how did I do this one? Like that. I think. I hope this works. There's a silver overlay that doesn't have hollow. It was in that box with the headband, and I was going to get that, and it wasn't there. I can't remember what else. This is really driving me crazy right here. I can feel it poking my skin. There, that's better. I think that one's gonna wind up. And then I went through and through, like I went through the first time and I was like, yes, I want this. But even if I had already a set of it. And then the second time I went through, I was like, would any of these be good for mixing? right. What the heck? There we go. Nope, that's the wrong side. Yeah, that's a lot more obvious. And I apparently did not need to get it up that high either. See? It's a bummer. So my gym has a cold plunge. And I was like, nah. But then I watched somebody use it today and he sat in there for like 5 or 10 minutes. So I asked him some questions and he's like, yeah, it hurts. But he's like, after a minute, your body kind of goes numb and it doesn't hurt anymore. I was like, oh. But I did some research and it's supposed to be really anti-inflammatory. You have to go through some kind of like health checkup thing first. So I filled out the paperwork to do that. Because apparently they don't want you like having a heart attack in there. Like, why? I don't think I have. Oh, yes, I do have one of these. And I have been using the red bed, which is red light. I haven't noticed anything super different yet. See? But there's no way that I can cut that nail shorter. It's already as short as it can go without, you know, bad stuff. So I'm sorry. What do you think? I think it looks good. Except for that, that's kind of annoying. I should have thought of that and not put that on my thumbs. I should have grabbed like these thumbs probably. But oh well, or these ones. So I don't know how much you guys missed. I cut up that strip to put on here, but I looked over at my computer and apparently it wasn't recording, so I decided to be brave and put these lights on here so they look like they're kind of like hanging down or whatever. I thought that would be cute. And I feel like it needs one right there. I have a yellow one right here that has not been destroyed. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the yellow, but Should be proud of me. This is a little out of my comfort zone. Okay, now I need one more. This one has yellow and red. So blue would be a good choice, but that doesn't really... hang down the way that I was hoping. But that's my choice. See how this one hangs down? None of these really do except for the red one, and I already have red right there. All right. Not sure if I like that. I think I'll be happier with the red. Just because it's actually hanging off of here. So look, I used almost all of it, you guys. I don't have to feel so bad. Come off. Huh. Okay, do I want that to go there? I don't know about that. Should have left that silver there to cover up my boo-boo. It almost goes over it though. I think it goes over the... That's better. Sorry I'm being so quiet. My hands are shaky for some reason. I don't know, I think that looks kind of weird. There, that looks better. Okay, I'm gonna go to my fingernail polish remover on the ones that I doubled. Well, mostly these ones. And then I will take pictures tomorrow after I file. Oh, and I will put probably this on. So I really like this one, but after a day or two, you can see like scratches in it, and I don't like that. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, did you want to see a little bit up close again? It's like, we're not going to focus. Screw you. So I feel like it's weird that like there's two red ones on this one. But that's okay. And there's two blue ones on that one, and there's two blue ones on that one, so anyway.